Hi, welcome to Chelsea's Cozy Corner, and I want to share some color therapy with you. Color therapy is good for mental health, people with anxiety disorder or depression. It helps take their mind off of it, and it also has a lot of relaxation tools. So, this is my first one. This is the first one I ever did. And the theme of this one, there's a theme with all of them. The theme of this one is Tetris. I had that in mind when I was doing this, as in building blocks. This one is one of my favorites, always going to be one of my favorites. I call it Purple Paradise. Basically, it reminds me of Prince and Purple Rain, and it was just a very good one for me to do with all of the purples and stuff. It was very good, and it ended up turning out great. One of my favorites still. This one I like to call Rainbow. It's basically, I was just testing out colors in the marker pack, and I just did down the line of the colors, and the way it turned out is actually very nice and very 3D, and I actually like this one a lot. This one I did with the sole purpose of not using colors that I usually would use, as you can tell from my previous ones. This one I call A Brick Wall. It was basically the theme of a construction, building homes, bricks, and all of the colors that you would do when you build a home. So this one is called Construction Home Brick Wall. This one is just something that I had fun with. It was a puzzle piece, and I decided to make them all different colors to make them all stand out in their own unique ways, because in a way we are all a puzzle piece in this world, and we all stick out in our own unique ways. So this one is the puzzle. This one's theme was lily pads, frogs, a pond, a lake. I had basically a Disney frogs when I thought of this, and it represents, like, the eyes represent like the frogs, and these represent the lily pads, and I like it. It turned out really nice. Like I said, everyone has a theme. This one is the sunrise. This is also another one of my favorites. This is one that I just decided to do, and I had a good color scheme for it, and I just decided just to basically go for it. And it represents a sunrise. Basically, when the summer sun comes, it rises, but it also represents a sunset. How when it sets, it turns those pinks and those roses. So this represents sunrises and sunsets. Also one of my favorites. This one I decided to do when I just had the wanting to color, and I picked 3 random colors out of my marker pack, and I thought it turned out really good. Kind of 3D. I really like it. Sorry about that. Also, this is another one that I just picked out 3 random colors, and I decided to do it through my marker pack. Everyone has a theme. I think this theme would be pastels, maybe. This one I just had a anchoring to color, and this represents stairs and steps, and it kind of reminds me of, even though I've never been there, New York in a downtown building. Like different apartments and different windows, and the alleyways in between the apartments. Just something that your imagination takes ya. This one is stars, and I really like this one, and I like the way it turned out, and it is truly one of my favorites. There are some that turned out the way I wanted it to, some that I didn't, but I don't hold that expectation to me anymore like I used to. These are I'm Seeing Stars, and this reminds me of A Starry, Starry Night. Very good song. You should listen to it. This I decided to use different color shades of greens and yellows and oranges, and I like the way that it turned out because it really made the colors pop. It made them yellow circles pop in the center, and I really enjoyed it, and I really like the way that it turned out. Kind of reminds me of basically like a video game or like a 3D puzzle. And this is something that I decided to do. It reminded me of Cosmic Bowling or something, if you guys are familiar with it, that you would get at the local store in the mall, Spencer's. I liked the color scheme. Some of my markers dried out during this process, so it's not as exquisite as I wanted it to be. But like I said, I like the way that it turned out, and I can't control the markers. And my last one is based on Thanksgiving. And it's based on turkeys. Or if you want to, you can call it Thanksgiving Rainbows. It's the one I just finished. Took me about 2.5 hours. Again, color therapy is great if you want to take some time out to relax for yourself. It's great for people with anxiety, depression, and ASMR. So I hope that I did a good job for you, and I hope that I did an amazing thing for people who suffer from anxiety and depression, and they just need to take their mind away from things. And I hope you guys have a really blessed night, and have a good night. Bye.